Hello students, so far we have studied about the electric cell, EMF of the cell and the combination of electric cells. We have studied series combination, parallel combination and mixed grouping of the cells. Now we will study the Kirchhoff's law of electrical circuits. To solve the numerical problems of complicated electrical circuits, we use Kirchhoff's law. There are two Kirchhoff's law first and Kirchhoff's law second. The Kirchhoff's law first is about the current of the circuit and the Kirchhoff's law second is about the voltage of the circuit. The Kirchhoff first law states that the algebraic sum of all the currents meeting at a junction is zero, or in other words, the sum of incoming current is equal to the sum of outgoing currents at a point. The sum of incoming currents is equal to the sum of outgoing currents at a point. And the second Kirchhoff's law is about the closed mesh, is about the closed circuit, means mesh. In a mesh or closed circuit, the algebraic sum of all the potentials is zero. Now I am starting this on the paper to explain you. Let us see on the paper. Kirchhoff's first law. Kirchhoff's first law is also known as junction law, which states that the algebraic sum of all the currents meeting at any junction in the circuit is zero. Suppose there is a circuit like this. Then this point is called junction, node or vertex. This point is called junction, node or vertex. Then the algebraic sum of all the currents meeting at this junction is zero. That is sigma I is zero. That is summation of current is equal to zero. Let us suppose that I1 current is coming to a junction, I2 current is coming to a junction, I3 is outgoing current, I4 is incoming current, I5 is outgoing current and I6 is incoming current. Then algebraic sum means what? If incoming current we are considering positive, then outgoing currents we have to consider negative. Then I1 is positive, I1, I2 incoming current, positive I1 plus I2, outgoing current I3 is minus I3, then I4 is incoming current plus I4, then I5 is outgoing current minus I5 and I6 is incoming current plus I6 is equal to 0. Sum I is equals to 0. Or we can write I1 plus I2 plus I4 plus I6. I1 plus I2 plus I4 plus I6 is equal to, transfer I3 and I5 on the other side, I3 plus I5. Here it is negative sign. On the other side it will become positive. I3 plus I5. Then I1, I2, I4, I6. I1 incoming current, I2 incoming current, I4 incoming current, I6 incoming current, and I3, I5 are outgoing currents. I3 and I5 outgoing currents. Then we can say that the sum of incoming current at the junction or the point is equal to the sum of outgoing current from that point. Okay. This law, sometimes it is asked that the first Kirchhoff's law is law of conservation of what? Then this is law of conservation of charge. Law of conservation of current means what? Law of conservation of charge. Now see the second Kirchhoff's law. The second Kirchhoff's law is a law of conservation of energy. Remember this, that this is law of conservation of energy. This is also known as loop law. What is loop? In a closed circuit like this, P, Q and this is S, P, Q, S and P. This is forming a closed path, closed loop. This is called mesh. This is called mesh. Then mesh or loop. Then this is called loop law. This is about loop, called loop law also. First law is junction law, second law is loop law. What is loop law? This states that in a closed loop of a circuit, like this, closed loop of a circuit, this is also closed loop of a circuit, this is also closed loop of a circuit. Here this is A, B, E, F, A, closed loop of a circuit. B, C, D, E, B, closed loop of a circuit. Or A, C, D, F, A is a big closed loop of a circuit. Then in a closed loop of a circuit, the algebraic sum of the products of current and the resistance in each part of the loop and EMF of cells is 0. Means the algebraic sum of potential across the loop is 0. The algebraic sum of potential across the loop is 0. For example, this is a closed loop A, B, E, F, A. First consider this circuit. There is a battery having EMF E1, another battery having EMF E2. This is connected like this. And this is resistance R1, this is resistance R2, this is resistance R3. Then A, B, E, F, A is forming a closed loop. B, C, D, E, B is forming a closed loop. A, B, C, D, E, F, A is forming a closed loop. In this loop, current will start from positive terminal. From the cell E1, current starts I1 in this direction. From the cell E2, current starts I2 in this direction. Then suppose two students are coming from their home. This is A and this is B. They meet at the point on the road. Then they come together. A plus B. They are moving to school. Then after school they are coming. They will go their own home. Means if this is B, I2 is, B will go their own home E2 and A will go their own home E1. Means whatever the current will start from E1, that will reach up to the negative terminal of E1 of the battery E1, and what is started from the E2, it will go from E2 I2, it will go to the negative terminal of E2 I2. I1 I2, I1 plus I2, they are moving, and then here they will split again, and I2 will become in this way up to negative terminal of the E2, and I1 with this way up to negative terminal of E1. Okay, now consider one loop A, B, E, F, A. This is a loop. You can consider any closed loop. Okay, we are considering in the closed loop A, B, E, F, A. A, B, E, F, A. Now what you have to do, you will start from somewhere. Suppose at the point A, or at the point B, or at the point E, or at the point F, or from this point or this point or this point or this point, anywhere. But for numerical problems, this is very, very important for board and competition both. Therefore, very carefully listen this. We will start from any point. Suppose we are starting from a point A. Then we will go either clockwise or anti-clockwise. There is no problem with that. You have to decide with clockwise or anti-clockwise where you have to go. Suppose I am going anti-clockwise. Then A to B. No resistance, no voltage. Now move. We have selected A, B, E, F, A. Then we will go through the boundaries of A, B, E, F, A. A to B, no current, no resistance, no battery, no voltage. B to F, current is coming from opposite side. Don't see that. What first we have to decide? First we have to decide in what way we will go. Means we are going from B to E. Then when we are going from B to E, then there is no resistance, no voltage. Here we are having a cell E2. Cell E2 means its EMF is E2, its voltage is E2. Then what we have to write? We have to take the second terminal. We have to take the second terminal. Means we are going. Don't consider this second terminal. Big line is positive, shorter line is negative. Second terminal is negative. Then we will write minus E2. Minus E2. Is it clear? We are going from A to B, then B to E. Then we are coming across a battery. Then we have to take the second terminal, minus E2. Minus E2, because this is voltage. We have to take voltage everywhere. Minus E2. Then we are moving towards E. Now we come across a resistance R2. When we face resistance R2, we know that at the resistance R we will get potential difference IR about this point. IR. Current is I2 and resistance is R2. Current I2 and resistance is R2. Then voltage will be I2 R2. I2 into R2. Then at this point the voltage is I2 R2. Now what we have to take, positive or negative for this? Remember always, if you are facing current, means face to face, current is coming from opposite side, then you will take positive. I2 R2 plus I2 R2 plus I2 R2. Then we are reaching at the point E. Now we have to take this path from E to F, no voltage. Now we are going from EF to A. Then we are facing this resistance. Here the voltage will be I1 R1, because current is I1, our resistance is R1. Here current is I1 R1. I1 R1. Then this is positive or negative? Since we are moving from A to B, then B to E, then E to F, then F to A. We are moving from F to A, and current is also moving in the same direction, F to A. I1 is current, it is moving in the same direction. Therefore we have to take negative. If we are facing face to face, means the current is coming from opposite side, then positive. Current is going in the same direction with us, then negative. Then minus I1 R1. Minus I1 R1. Now we are going towards A and we are facing the battery. What we have to take? Second terminal. The second terminal is positive. The second terminal is positive. Then plus E1. Plus E1 is equal to 0. Plus E1 is equal to 0. See, A to B, nothing else. B to E, battery. We have to take the second terminal, minus E2. Then resistance I2 R2. Current is coming from opposite direction, plus I2 R2. Then we are going from E to F. There is nothing else. Then from F to A, I1 R1, but current is flowing in the same direction with us. Therefore with the negative sign, minus I1 R1. Then battery, the second terminal we are facing, the second terminal is positive, plus E1. And then we are reaching at point A. When we will reach at the initial point, we will write is equal to 0. Then this is equal to 0. Now this is E1 minus E2 is equal to, transfer this on the other side, I1 R1 plus on the other side this will become positive, I1 R1, and plus this will become negative, minus I2 R2. Okay, so this is the equation in the first loop. Now consider the second loop, B, C, D, E, B. Now I am starting from B. From anywhere you can start, from C also. I am taking the initial point B to C, and anti-clockwise B to C. If you are going clockwise, then again you will get this equation, same equation. There is no problem in what manner you are going, clockwise or anti-clockwise. You have to consider the negative and positive signs of the voltage only. P to C, no problem. C to D we are going. Current is I1 plus I2. I1 from here, I2 from here. Current will add, I1 plus I2 is going through this way. I1 plus I2, and resistance is R3. Now the voltage is I1 plus I2 into R3. It is positive or negative? Current is flowing in the same direction with us. Therefore negative. Minus I1 plus I2 into R3, negative. Then we are reaching at point D. D to E, then E to B. When we are going to E to B, current is flowing in the same direction, and this is resistance R2. I2 R2, minus or plus? Yes, minus. Minus I2 R2. Then we are facing the battery. Second terminal we have to take. Second terminal is positive, plus E2 is equal to 0. Then E2 is equal to this, that. In this way we will get the second equation. Okay, whenever you have to solve the complicated numericals of the circuit, you have to use Kirchhoff's law in this way. Now I am taking one numerical example to solve. This is example number 20, page number 275. Example number 20, page number 275. In this example number 20, page number 275, this is P, Q, R, S. Now there are two batteries. This battery having voltage 4 volt and internal resistance 1 ohm. This battery having voltage 3.5 volt and internal resistance 2 ohm. This is resistance 4 ohm, this is resistance 3 ohm. Now from this battery, current will start from the positive terminal. This current is I1 moving through this way, reaching at the point Q. From the battery, current will start from positive terminal, moving in this way, reaching from R, reaching at the point Q. Then at the point Q, there is a junction. I1 plus I2 will go through this way. This is I3. Then I3 will reach here, means I1 plus I2. I1 will go to 4 volt battery and I2 will go to 3.5 volt battery, and the circuit is complete. Now we have to find out I1, I2 and I3. This is the numerical problem. Then take one loop PQS, PQSP. At Q, I1 plus I2 is equals to I3. Using first Kirchhoff's law, I1 plus I2 is equals to I3. I1 plus I2 is equals to I3. Using Kirchhoff's first law. Okay. Using second law in PQRS. PQRS. Okay. In this loop. No, actually this is loop PQ, not RS. PQSP. PQSP. Now I am starting from point P, moving clockwise, and we are going towards point Q. This is minus, because we are moving from P to Q, current is also flowing in the same direction. Then we have to take negative. Minus 4 I1. Resistance is 4, current is I1. Minus 4 I1. Minus 4 I1. I am writing this. Minus 4 I1. Then from Q to S, this loop we have selected now. Then we will go through this way. Q to S. We are going, this we have to select. What loop we are selecting? We have selected this loop. Then we are going either clockwise or anti-clockwise. We are going clockwise. From Q to S, I3 into 10. I3 into 10. Now since the current is moving in the same direction with us, minus 10 I3. 10 I3. Now from S to P. S to P, there is resistance also. Due to this resistance there will be voltage. So that voltage we have to take, and the voltage, this voltage of the battery we have to take. Second terminal is positive, big lines, positive. Then we will take plus 4 volt, directly plus 4. And for resistance IR, I1 into 1 ohm, I1 only. And since the current is flowing in the same direction with us, negative, minus I1. Again see, 4 I1, same direction, minus. We are going through this way, and current is also going through this way, negative. Minus 4 I1, minus 10 I3, minus I1 into 1, minus I1, plus 4, second terminal, plus 4. Minus 4 I1, plus 10 I, minus 10 I3, plus 4, minus I1 is equals to 0. Now I am simplifying this. Minus 4 I1, minus 10 I3 is I1 plus I2, plus 4, minus I1 is equal to 0. Then minus 4 I1, minus 10 into I1, minus 10 I1, minus 10 into I2, minus 10 I2, plus 4, minus I1 is equal to 0. Now simplifying, minus 4 and minus 10, minus 1, minus 4, minus 1, 5, 10, 15, minus 15 I1, minus 10 I2, plus 4 is equal to 0, or transfer these two on the other side. 15 I1 plus 10 I2 is equal to 4. This is equation 1. Now select this loop QRS. S Q. QRSQ. Okay, in this loop QRSQ, 3I2 plus 2I2 minus 3.5 plus 10I3 is equal to 0. We are moving in this direction from Q to R. Current is coming from opposite direction. Therefore, we have to take plus 3I2. Then we are coming from R to S. Plus 3.5, no, minus 3.5 we have to take because the second terminal is negative. We are coming from R to S from this side. Second terminal is negative. Minus 3.5. Resistance is, internal resistance is 2 ohm and current is I2. Since we are coming from R to S and current I2 is moving in opposite direction to us, plus 2I2, then S to Q, current is coming from opposite direction, plus 10I3 is equals to 0. And this we have written plus 10I3. Now simplifying this, we are getting 15I1 plus 10I2 is equals to 4. This is equation 1. And in simplifying this, we get 10I1 plus 15I2 is equals to 3.5, equation 2. Now these are two simultaneous equations. After solving these two equations, we will get I1, I2 and I3 is I1 plus I3. Okay. Thank you.